Sensational.
And subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
She had to bring up Chris Rock, of course. And instead, did we hear an apology? Did we hear anything? No, we haven't heard that. What we heard was that she originally thought Will slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars was a skit, that it wasn't real. She didn't know it was real when she saw Chris Rock's face do damn near 180. When she saw her man's imprints on his left jaw, she thought it was a skit. When she heard that loud-ass slap and the audience be aghast, oh, no. She thought it was a skit. I was like, there's no way that Will hit him. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized it wasn't a skit. And of course, last but not least, she had to drop dime, as they say, on Chris Rock, claiming he asked her out for a date. He asked her out on a date, explaining, I think every summer all the reports would come out that me and Will were getting a divorce. This particular summer, Chris, he thought that we were getting a divorce. So he called me and basically he was like, I'd love to take you out. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? I was like, no, Chris, those are just rumors. He was appalled and he profusely apologized. And that's fucked up.
Let's talk about the role of a wife. At least from the perspective of just sparing him. I'm not getting in the right and wrong. It's none of my business. I don't know about them. I don't want to know. But I know that it is uncomfortable and grotesquely unfair to emasculate your husband publicly. Publicly. He's Will Smith. How much smaller do you want to make him? How much? I mean, damn. Come on, Jada. This is wrong. You can't do this. You can't treat that man like that. It's none of our business. You screwing somebody, that's your business. Your husband ain't getting it done for you, that's your business. He with somebody else, you with somebody else, that's your business. You ain't got to be like that. Especially while you still married to him. Get a divorce, give up the money. Got a prenup? Don't take anything from him. You got skills, you got a career. It ain't his. But how much do you need? Anything to get this to stop. Every time I see Jada Pinkett Smith talk about Will Smith, I cringe. And I have nightmares for any and every single man out there who once had a loving woman they pledged their life to, only to turn around and to watch them talk about you in a fashion that can only shrivel you to this. We kings. We kings. We ain't here to be treated like that. You're queens and you shouldn't be treated like that either, and I get that. And there's a responsibility that comes along with marriage and marital vows, and I understand. But even when they're not honored, even when they fall apart, that's supposed to be for you to handle privately. Tell me anywhere, biblically, scripture-wise, in any scripture, where it encourages you to publicize your personal business for profit when it negatively affects your spouse. Because every time you do that, it instills a level of fear in men that makes them think, what if my woman does that? What if I get married and my wife turns on me and she does that? I've watched Red Table Talk on many occasions for years. You've empowered women. You've inspired women. You've talked about deep subjects that were a contributing force to women, that helped make them better and make us better as men, because it gave us a greater understanding of what you women go through. You're throwing all of that away because all we see now is a woman who seems hell-bent on sabotaging, excoriating, and emasculating her man while she's making money off of it. Keep it up, and some people gonna sit up there and say, you ain't staying with him because you don't want to get divorced because of a promise. You stand with him because as long as your last name is Smith, as in Mrs. Will Smith, that's how you get paid. Where is the respect for a man you walked down the aisle with and pledged your life to in 1997?
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
What's the dude's name? August? What the hell is his name? I don't know.
An
entanglement with August.
Go to the Torah, go to the Bible, go to the Holy Quran. Pick whatever you want. Let's talk about the role of a wife.
16, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives. It's the snitch.
Chris Rock calling Jada Pinkett out of her name, using the B word on several occasions. He clearly wasn't playing. And in this day and age and the sensitive times that we're living in and what have you, this is one of those moments, ladies and gentlemen, that everybody got to step back and take it. He was the one that was slapped. He was the one that was slapped by her husband. Chris Rock was making the statement that she instigated it. She played a role in instigating it. He definitely called Will Smith the B word because, again, without calling anybody any names, because I'm certainly not calling Will Smith or Jada Pinkett Smith that, but the bottom line is that, yeah, we've been cheated on. People have been cheated on. People have been betrayed. Chris Rock is absolutely right about that. Most people have. Absolutely true. But we don't get interviewed by the person who cheated on us. Will Smith, you slapped a black man on national television. A man that's 50, 60 pounds lighter than you. I don't believe you would have done that to Dwayne Rock Johnson, and I don't believe you would have done it to anyone white.
I got so nervous, I smacked him in the head and almost decapitated him.
It's decapitated champ.
Whatever, motherfucker!
Why do you think Will got triggered to the point of running up on stage and slapping Chris Rock over really just a roast?
I guess this is making an excuse for Will, maybe. If I'm saying maybe it was just maybe things accumulating, maybe. Potentially. I'm with Chris Rock all the way. And Chris Rock was such a G for, handling the way he did, because it could have been really ugly. Chris Rock was a professional person that night.
You could have jumped on Will at that point. It could have been an actual fight.
It could have been a disaster.
Other people could have joined in.
This was so intelligent that he made it seem like it was just, he made it feel like it wasn't even real.
You think Will would be happy or divorced?
I think Will would be happy once he comes to the realization, like most men, that you in love with a woman that don't love you, and no matter what you do or what you give or what you have achieved, it's not going to be sufficient.
Why don't you think she loves him? They've been married for 20 plus years, quick.
Hey man, a lot of women settle. My aunt settled. My aunt settled because she wanted to get out of my grandmama's house. He had a house somewhere to stay. Go ahead. It's been for.
Well, that used to be a long time ago. I don't think
still here. It's just a higher level. It's still a higher level. It's settled. He is not the man of her dreams. And she constantly throw it in his face. That's why you bring up Tupac. Got his daughter sitting there. Please come back, Tupac. I know you're alive. So me and mommy could be happy. That's his child right now. And she wasn't even born.
No.
When Tupac was alive. So that comes from the mother. It comes from a mother, man. It's some different degree, no matter what relationship we have. You don't supposed to have your son's friend in your house where you pay for and the rest of it. It's a degree of respect. When a woman loves you, there's certain lines they just won't cross regardless of your behavior.
Right.
Regardless of how you, cause I love you, I ain't gonna do that to you.
Craig.
Bye, Felicia.
the best you can be. Love your family, love your friends, spread love, not violence, not this virus. As always, peace.